This is Last Night Radio. This is a special episode. We're going to start doing this every week. We're going to release our kind of predictions of the World Cup, kind of what we thought over what we've seen over the last week. But right now, the World Cup hasn't technically started. It starts tomorrow. This is Wednesday night. I'm going to try to get this out as soon as I can.
I would like to just cut this at like 20 minutes every
fine.
week. That way, nobody wants to do longer than that. It is in America. It's in Mexico. It's in Canada, as people would say. I think having it in America is going to be the best advantage USA has. This will be an interesting World Cup because what America likes to do with things is take normal things and just make them huge. We took pizza and made it huge, made it so much fucking better. Yeah. Dude, so much better. We just take things and we make them big. And so I'm excited. There's a halftime show, right? That's the first time there's ever been a halftime show in a World Cup finals match. Is it stupid, though?
Yes, it is.
Why is it stupid?
Just get to the game. Just get to the match.
But they have to have a halftime.
I know, but there doesn't need to be any fluff.
Why not be entertained? This is the entertainment, this is the Super Bowl of Super Bowls. This is huge.
Yeah, it is.
There's no reason not to just have a halftime show. Who cares? It's fine. Okay. It doesn't affect anything. It just brings more people to this game. And you should be excited that more people are being brought to this game. I think having it in America, I mean, the rest of the world is going to watch it no matter what. So, fuck off. Whatever. Who cares? But we're not worried about that. What we want is more Americans watching this because we have a big country with a lot of fucking people here. And so I'm excited to see how America does this. And there's been some hiccups here or there, some practice matches where a lot of the names aren't spelled correctly. But I think when the time comes, everything's going to look good. It's going to look sleek. I think America's going to do a good job with it.
Hopefully.
I hope they do a good job with it. I don't see how they do a bad job with it. We slay at professional sports. We do a good job.
Yeah. We do love our professional sports. We do love them.
Yeah. USA. For me, it's USA is number one. Mexico will be my number two that I'm going to follow and root for, and then Switzerland my number three that I root for and follow. Nice. And that's all I really care about.
Yeah, my big teams obviously USA, Switzerland number two, or maybe Switzerland might be my number one. Who knows?
That's stupid.
And then I'm kidding. It's a joke. I'm kidding. And then number three, Germany. I gotta love the Germans. Gotta love the Germans.
German? You don't even know
German. Get the fuck out of here. So, so that's what we're gonna be doing. But like Jeff said, we're gonna try to keep these short, under 20 minutes each week. Should we just jump into the group stages?
Yeah, I think moving forward, we should do a couple things. We'll check in. We'll see how the U.S. is doing. We'll check in. We'll see how Mexico, Switzerland, Germany are doing. Although Germany's going to be the least interesting thing to follow because we know how they're going to be for a long time. But we'll check in with those four teams. I think we should end it with, or we can even start with starting next week. What was the coolest match that we watched? What was our favorite match that we watched? Mm-hmm. And then we'll end it with which match are you most excited for, right?
Yeah,
and then for the first episode, we should end also with who do we think is going to win the World Cup, and then what team do we think will do better than maybe the dark horse of it all, and then obviously we'll keep tabs on the two best players in the world, and the best player of all time, but Ronaldo and Messi.
We're not even going to get into that argument.
We'll start with the U.S. because. Why not? America first, always.
Always, yes. America is number one. Yes.
Get into that one too. The U.S. They don't do very well. This is not really the platform for us to do well. We don't really put a lot of money into it. We don't really care that much. But I think this is the best. This is the best chance that we have. I don't expect us to win. I think if we finish in the quarterfinals, I think that is for us. That is the same as winning, because that is incredibly far. We've been there before. But this is the best chance we have. We don't have to travel very far. A lot of these players, right? They already play in the UK. A lot of these players play in the Premier League. Yeah. They're good. These are good guys. They're all in their mid to kind of 27-ish. Pulisic is 27 now. They're in their prime. Mm-hmm. And this is it. They can sleep kind of in their own beds if they want to. They can go to their favorite Mexican joint. They can go to their favorite pizza spot before the game. All this stuff plays a major factor. And they're used to the weather already. Mm-hmm. And you go to Mexico, it's going to be hot and humid. You go to a lot of these places in the U.S., it's going to be hot over here. And where Turkey's playing in Mesa, it's fucking hot as shit out here. It's going to be hot everywhere.
Well, that's been the big issue is that a lot of teams, especially like the Nordic countries, the UK countries, they're all complaining. And like there's one dude I think from Sweden. I think he passed out on the pitch from like heat exhaustion because they're not used to not only the heat but also the humidity. And these guys are down in Florida. These guys are in North Carolina. I mean, the humidity's so fucking high, and I get it, and these guys just are not used to this. I mean, they've never probably been in this type of weather ever in their whole life. And the big thing is, like, you might say, oh, well, they had it in Dubai at the last World Cup. Well, they had it in November in Dubai, not June. That's why they had it in November, because it's so fucking hot. But I guess the organizers thought that, you know, we could still do it in the Americas because it's, you know, it's not as hot as Dubai, but it's still fucking hot. And Mexico gets super fucking humid too, especially as you get more like central of Mexico. It gets so fucking hot.
And the altitude, like
and
all going to be huge. And that's why, like, the opening with Mexico and South Africa, and that's why I think Mexico. So I guess we'll move on to Mexico. That's why I think Mexico will do well, is because Mexico has so much going for them already, just you know, proximity wise. But they also are not like the greatest of teams, even though the Mexicans would like for them. The Mexicans would lead you to believe that Mexico is a better team than they actually are. They're just, and especially as of recently, they're not that great. They have shit defense, and they're probably going to play mostly defense right now because they don't have anything else really going for them. But you got to root for Mexico.
Yeah, they're the neighbors to the south. You got to. Come on. Like where you and I are from, we're from SoCal. Massive Mexican communities over here. I mean, you're half Mexican too, so it's like, it's just it's kind of like in our DNA almost, where we grew up around all this stuff. So it's like we kind of got to root for Mexico, and
we have to. And so many people that we know are rooting for Mexico, and
exactly.
So whatever, you know.
Exactly. All right. So what should we do? Groups?
The Switzerland, the Swiss.
Talk
about the Swiss real quick. It's funny because where they're practicing in San Diego, I don't know if you saw the picture, but they released a picture of their training ground, and it showed like the pitch, and there's just like a normal thing, and there's like a gym area in the back, and there was this weird. It was like an aerial pic of like the pitch, and then like bushes all around it in San Diego, and then it was like kind of like redded out and the bush area, and it said snake area, and so I guess like a big thing is there's a lot of snakes where they're practicing in San Diego. And it's been like kind of like joke, but also like the Swiss. Like the guys are fucking terrified of snakes.
Are there snakes in Europe?
I'm sure there's snakes in fucking Europe, but
I don't know. There's no snakes in Hawaii. You would think there'd be snakes in Hawaii, but there's no snakes in Hawaii. But are there snakes in Europe?
There has to be snakes in Europe. That's crazy.
I don't know.
Hawaii's different because it's
an island,
right?
yes,
but Europe, no, there has to be snakes in Europe. I'm sure they've seen snakes. I'm sure they're not terrified of snakes. But I think when you're playing soccer and you reach down for a ball and there's a fucking snake, like that would frighten me. Like I would do, right? Do like the high pitch,
and
squeal.
It being San Diego, it's going to be a rattler. It's going to be a rattlesnake. I mean, there's no other snakes that are going to come up and like be in your area. In Southern California, it's only going to be rattlesnakes. You're not going to really come across any other type of snake. It's always rattlesnakes. So I get that. That's fucking scary.
I guess we could have said too, like who each team is playing. So like going back to the U.S. The U.S. is playing Paraguay, which I think that's going to be like the two games I will pick later on. This is one of them to watch because the odds are they're not even. I think USA is gonna come out with a win at the very least, a draw on this one. Paraguay just doesn't have a very good team. They just don't. So that's who they're playing. Mexico is playing South Africa. I think this is the first time they've ever played each other, like in any kind of format, soccer format, I think. And that's in Mexico City. I don't see how Mexico loses this fucking game.
I know, right?
Because in Mexico City at home.
And the altitude as well.
Against South Africa, who cares?
Yep.
And then Swiss is playing Qatar.
Yeah.
And I don't see how Swiss loses this game either.
I don't see them losing. And I mean, normally you wouldn't see South Africa or Qatar, whatever you want to call them. You don't normally see them in these World Cups, but they've expanded the amount of teams that could actually play.
Format, baby.
Oh my God. And there's so many fucking teams
Good.
playing.
See, when USA does something, just fucking do it,
Yeah.
baby. We
I
go
think what
big.
they added 8 teams to the whole
Yeah.
competition.
32 to 40 something, or 38 to 42, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
I
lot.
like it. More teams, the better, right? That's good because
soccer.
we're still. It's more soccer. It's more TV time. It's more sponsorships, more advertising,
Yeah, that's a
and the
good
whole
point.
thing with FIFA too. All the ticket pricing, just the disaster rollout this has been for FIFA. But you have to understand, like, FIFA is out here to make money. That's this organization. They've built this into something that's absolutely incredible, something the Earth has never fucking seen and may never again, because it's absolutely incredible. And then B, FIFA puts a lot of money back into the sport.
Mm-hmm.
They pay the players a fuck ton of money when they win, or even like for qualifying. But also they put a lot of money into the sport. They make sure, stadiums are up to date. If they're not, they put a little money into make sure, like infrastructure, all of these things. FIFA does a good job at all of that. So I wish the rollout was better for the tickets. Actually, the girl that because we go to Buffalo Wild Wings like every Tuesday after we go bowling, and the girl that's our server like every Tuesday, I just found out last night that she's a big soccer fan, and she got lottery tickets to go see England play in Texas. So she's going there for the opener of England. I don't know who England plays. But yeah, it was like $100. And I was like, damn, I don't know anybody. Like I've only heard stories where people enter the lottery and no one's ever won.
Yeah, you never hear people winning anything like that. Oh, England's playing Croatia next Wednesday. A week from tonight.
England's going to do really well too.
That's going to be a good match.
But the lottery wasn't just like you get free tickets, right? You entered the lottery to win an allocated amount of discount tickets.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing was, like, no one knew how many tickets were being allocated. Some people were like, oh, maybe it's because I think it was supposed to be like 10% per team, right? So like USA versus Paraguay, 10% should go to USA, 10% should go to Paraguay, and the other 80 should just go to the populace. And then those 10% each should be lottery, so that they were really cheap. But then like no one knew like how much they were allocating. It could have been 1%, it could have been 10%. Like no one really knew. So there was a lot of secrecy, a lot of weirdness going on. I don't know, but she won it, and that's cool. So I'm excited. I told her to give me a keychain if she can.
A keychain of all things, a fucking keychain.
It's easy to walk by, $10, whatever. Oh, I'll get him a keychain. But if I asked her for like a T-shirt, right, she's probably not going to carry a T-shirt with her, and that's annoying.
That makes sense.
Keychain you put in your pocket, call it a day. Anyway, yeah, Swiss playing Qatar
on Saturday.
They're going to win that.
Playing on Saturday.
And the biggest spread, so everything's like by spreads, right? Like how much gambling, how much Vegas thinks teams will win by. The biggest spread here was Germany versus Curacao, and that one was like,
which is on
wild.
Sunday, by the way. It's on Sunday, but
that's the earliest game on Sunday.
Yeah,
and that's so like for instance, the spread for like the USA versus Paraguay. I think if you put $110 down on USA, then you'll win 100. Whereas if you put like $100 down in Paraguay, you'll win like 120, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty even. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Germany was like, you got to put like $1,500 down just to win 100. Like it was insane. Like there's no fucking way in hell Germany's going to lose that game.
Yeah, there's just no way. Curacao, like this little tiny island, like just.
It's only here because we've expanded the format.
Yeah, there's Curacao would never qualify. This is like when people say like the national teams are played by like local like plumbers and electricians and teachers and shit in the community. Like that's the kind of team like Curacao is, or I assume. I haven't looked into the team, but it's always that kind of like all these like the small island teams, like Trinidad Tobago. It's always like that, and then they get just stomped on like 9-0. It just
there's a lot of those teams, and there's also some other teams too. So like some other things I thought were interesting was Iran. Iran's going to be here.
Yeah,
they're playing. They're kind of getting for whatever it's worth. I think soccer and politics are always going to go kind of hand in hand. Mm-hmm. It's happened and it's going to happen forever. But Iran's kind of getting shafted a little bit. They're not really allowed into the country outside of like game day. So I think they flew into like Tijuana. Or maybe they flew into Guadalajara and drove to TJ. And I think the day before their match, they're allowed to drive to the match, play their game, and then get the fuck out. Like they got to go back to Mexico. Damn, and that's crazy. And I think like there was visa problems, so some of their coaches or their trainers like aren't going to be allowed in to play. And like obviously this is probable. You can't say for sure, but it has to do with what's going on in Iran with the U.S. and Israel.
Yeah.
So there's that. I think that'll be interesting to play out. I think Iran is going to be this like underdog that people kind of want to see win because of what's going on, right? I think there is this kind of
course,
like hush underground movement where like I kind of want to see what happens with them. Like if they can pull this off,
kind of stick it to America for starting a war.
Yeah,
for no reason. Not to say that
nuts.
The government in Iran is good by any means, but
no, they're shit.
Yeah, really
we shouldn't have fucking done it to begin with. We're just as shit too.
Yeah, we should not have done.
Like it's okay for people to be shit separately, and as long as you both acknowledge that you're shit, I'm shit, we can just stay shit and not bother each other, right? Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's what we had. That was fine. Not a big deal.
Yeah. Oh damn! You know what's weird? It's like the last, what was it? The Olympics. We didn't allow Russia to be in the Olympics because of the stuff in Ukraine. Yet, Iran is allowed in here, or where? I mean, it's just like it's weird that the U.S. has so much power in the world that we weren't able to get Iran taken off of the list. Like I wouldn't have been surprised had that happened. I think it's wrong for that to happen. Just like it was wrong for Russia to not be allowed to play in the Olympics.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have been surprised.
A different ball game, right? Pun intended.
Hmm?
I think soccer is a different ball game because, dude, the Olympics are a joke. Like we know the Olympics are a joke. I think, and when we talk about like had America not allowed, if Trump did not want Iran to be there, I think FIFA would have been like, no, dude, like we already allowed it to be in America because you promised us all of these things. No, we're not going to deal with that shit. Whereas the Olympics, it's like, well, if you don't let me do what I want, or you don't let us do what we want, like we're just not going to send our guys there, and you're going to lose probably like 30% of your viewership, right? Like, I think it's a different ball game, and I also don't think because where do you draw the line, right? Some of these countries don't like even allow gay marriage, so like, do we draw the line there? And like, well, all these countries like fuck off then, or where do we draw the line?
True.
No, man, let the kids play. This is a pure sport, man.
It's just a sport.
Put the ball in the net. That's all it is.
I know.
Put the ball in the net. Not hard.
I know.
Good. Yeah. So my matchup of the week, what I think is going to be the most fun, is going to be Netherlands, Japan. They're both pretty evenly matched. They're not like top tier. I don't think either of them is going to win. I don't think either of them will be the semifinals, maybe quarterfinals at best. But it's just a closely matched thing that I think will be fun.
Yes, I would say that would be my favorite. The Argentina-Algeria one could be really good too.
That'll be fun because we'll see Messi warm up, see what he can do.
But a lot of and then obviously England, which I guess we could. Well, by the time we record next Wednesday or next week, the England one would have already happened. But England-Croatia is going to be good. That one's probably going to be the best one for the week. Honestly, that's going to be the best one because it's next Wednesday. Week? Yeah, it's the whole week. Yeah, I think that's going to be the best match. England-Croatia
over Japan-Netherlands.
Yeah, I think so.
Bro, England's going to crush Korea. England's like one of the best teams in the world. They have like the best soccer player.
Yeah, but Croatia is incredible too.
Harry Kane is like literally the best player
Harry
in the
Kane
world right now.
I know. He's fucking fantastic. I know that.
And England's slaying it. They're all fucking healthy. They're all
I still think that's going to be a great matchup. But Netherlands Japan is also going to be really good. I agree.
No.
Get the fuck out of here.
We're going to get on. We have a minute left. So one thing.
Yes.
I'm excited to watch Ronaldo, and if we're conspiracists, then we can say like my dark horse. I think even though Portugal's not really ranked in any of the top fives on like the ALO or the FIFA rankings or whatever, but I think Portugal could win because Messi won, and what better way to like send off than the two greatest players, right? What better way to send off this one with Ronaldo winning this World Cup, and then they both retire and they're done. Like that could be a thing.
That could be, yeah.
I'm not picking Portugal to win. I think Spain is going to win, but Portugal is my dark horse to win.
Okay, I like that. I like that idea. You know, where because I mean they did win the Euro Cup. Several, not the last Euro Cup, the one before, I believe Portugal did. Just like Messi won the what is it in South America, the
Copa
or the Copa, yeah,
the Copa.
Yeah, so I mean Argentina won that the last time. So I mean it's about time that Ronaldo gets the World Cup. He deserves it. He fucking deserves the World Cup. He does
deserve the World Cup. Absolutely.
God damn. But
it's just when you play for a team where you're like you are the team, it's going to be tough.
They used to have a really good like defensive line. Like they used to have great defense. I haven't really kept up with Portugal much in the last year or so, but damn, dude, they had like a solid defensive line for years.
I mean, that's all they need is a really, really, really good defense.
And they had it.
And then just get Ronaldo the ball, dude.
And they had it. But the thing is, then you had Spain and Germany for 15 years, 20 years were just unstoppable. Like, you could not stop those two fucking teams. But Portugal had a fucking great team. Ay.
Exciting.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm really excited. So we're gonna be watching every single match.
Every game. Who do you think is gonna win?
The whole
before we sign
cup?
Up? The whole thing.
The whole cup? I would say Spain. I'm gonna go with Spain.
Who's like a dark horse? Like a team to watch that you think like could sneak in the back door and win the whole thing?
England.
I don't know if that's a dark horse, but
it's kind of a dark. I mean, come on. More so than yeah, no, I would say England. I don't think England's going to win, but yeah, I mean, I would say they're dark.
They're ranked like 4 or 3, so that's okay.
Even still, it doesn't matter. Spain was ranked like 1 or 2, and they got knocked out in the group stage, like in 2014 or 2018 or something like that. They got knocked out in the group stage.
FIFA rankings show England in 4th, ranked 4th. ELO rankings show England in 4th.
But we also know those rankings are fucking stupid. Like, they don't.
They're not fucking stupid. They mean something. Okay, so Spain is ranked number 1 essentially in both, and then Congo is ranked 37. So you're a betting man. You go up to Vegas. Rankings are stupid. I think Congo is going to win.
Doesn't matter.
That's what you're telling me. Yeah, exactly.
World Cup 2010.
That's stupid.
World Cup 2010. The only team that beat Spain that entire competition was Switzerland. Nobody thought it.
2010 the World Cup that Spain only scored like 8 goals too the entire time.
No, I think they scored more than that.
No, it was that the last one they won?
No, they won. I think they won 2 more after that.
That was the one we watched in BJ's, right?
Yeah. We watched.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they scored like 8 goals the entire time.
It's possible.
Like it was like 1-0 like every single time they won.
Maybe.
Okay, so you think England's a dark horse?
I think it is. Yeah.
Not that Portugal's that much bigger of a dark horse. A dark horse is more like a ranked 10 thing. Yeah. But we both think Spain is going to win. Okay, good.
Yes, I think it is Spain. All right, well,
cool.
Thank you all for listening. We'll be back next week. Stay tuned. That's it. That's all.
Tuned.